Today we're going to be discussing a very popular FAQ or question that people have, and that's Google ads or Facebook ads and how to pick between the two. Most people really struggle to pick if they should do Google or Facebook ads. And the short answer is, for most of you, it's probably Facebook ads. That's the short, succinct answer. But we're going to break down different niches and how to be able to say, okay, this is a business that's needing Google ads. Okay, this is a business that needs Facebook ads. And we're going to give a ton of real world examples that we've been able to use. So I'm really excited to go over this topic because for those that stick around, you guys will be able to really create something really, really cool when it pertains to Facebook or Google ads. So let's first of all define what each platform is about and how it's organized and how it's owned. So let's start with Meta. So Meta owns Facebook, Instagram, and even parts of WhatsApp. So a lot of people, when they think of Facebook ads, they think of boosting something. That's not how to run Facebook ads properly. You want to go into what's called the Meta Ads Manager or Business Manager, which is the suitcase in which the Meta Ads Manager is held within. And then you want to be able to set up an advertising campaign in there. And that is where you can run ads to Facebook, to Instagram, to WhatsApp, okay, and to many other audiences. And it's really, really powerful. And Facebook is great if you are trying to do what's called interruption-based marketing. So for example, if I owned a donut shop and I wanted to sell jam donuts, it's probably not super likely that someone would go on Google to look up like jam donuts near me. They might write up donuts, but they're probably not going to write up jam donuts near me. But if you go to Facebook, I can target people that follow Krispy Kreme. I can target people that follow Daniel's Donuts, that follow Donut King. So I can interrupt their day, their phone, their device, their iPad, their whatever, with an assumption that this donut, this jam donut may be of interest to them. But Google ads, on the other hand, so Google is actually owns YouTube, and it also owns a bunch of other subsidiaries in the AI division, let's just say, or the AI space. But for the sake of keeping it concise, Google ads is what we call search intent-based marketing. So let's say here Facebook, and Facebook just stands, actually probably should say that, let's go with FB for now, FB, and then we go with Google, okay? Perfect, that's visible enough. So what's up, Christian? So Google ads is search intent based. So that's where, okay, for example, I locked myself in 2023, I locked myself Jan 1st in my bathroom. Somehow, the door, like the moisture on the door in my apartment got jammed, and I was playing music, and I knew it was becoming an issue, and it was becoming a recurring issue, but I left it too long, because I usually do when it comes to things that aren't business related, and I got locked in my bathroom. So I had to reach out to my then roommate. I was like, bro, wake up, because we just had a massive night out, and he didn't wake up for like 30 minutes. He wakes up, he's like, dummy, man, what's going on? And I'm like, bro, I'm locked in my room. And then he was sometimes a bit of a shyish personality when he was recovering from being drunk. So I was like, bro, can you bring your phone here? Call the phone, and I'm gonna tell you what to say. And he's like, bro, like, why are you trying to tell me what to do? I was like, oh, fuck. Anyway, so after a bit of negotiating, he brings his phone to the door, and he calls the locksmith. He was saying, hey, listen, like, this person's locked in here, and it's gonna be $400. When I was 22 years old, $400 was a lot of money. By the way, $400 is still a lot of money. So I was like, okay, I need to be able to get this fixed ASAP. So what he did to call the person was he went on Google and he said, locksmith near me or locksmith professional. He orders it, I come, the guy taps my Bank of Melbourne card and pretty much eats up, half of my salary for that week, right? So that's the difference between Google ads. Google ads, you can find something that's based on search intent compared to paid ads where it's interruption-based marketing, right? So let's go with different niches. So Facebook. Let's start with Facebook ads. So if you're talking about a marketing agency, like my business model, right? And you won't be able to see this, which is tough, but that's okay. Facebook ads is going to be great for my business because yes, there's going to be an element of people that are going to search up digital marketing online. But with Facebook ads, the creative is the unique selling point. The creative is the differentiator. So with Google ads, for example, if you run a marketing agency, well, you're competing on keywords that bigger agencies than I are going to outspend me on. So for example, one of the biggest agencies in all of, I'm not going to go to the world, in all of Australia is King Kong, run by Sabri Subi, right? So they do 40, 50 million a year. So if I was to try and rank for digital marketing Australia, well, he's probably going to, like my yearly revenue, he probably spends on just Facebook ads every year. So if we're doing 2 to 4 million a year, he could spend my whole 2 to 4 million just on Google or Facebook ads. So that's not a good competitive angle to try and compete with him on Google ads. But if I try to compete on Facebook ads, I can record a skit. I can record me in glasses, me in a suit, me wearing army clothes. I can record these different things that allow me to stand out. And these things allow me to interrupt people's day to be able to get their attention. So